Hello everyone, I'm putting this up here just to show YouTube that I am operating within the guidelines of fair use, which allows to use segments of material I do not own the rights for in order to criticize and express an opinion. Just as any democratic, free speech supporting platform would do. I'm not going to make any money out of this, and everything I upload here will be for the sole purpose of reviewing, critique, and expressing opinions about what's going on and what went on the Fully Living channel. So today I'm going to address the most recent video that was uploaded yesterday. I think it was the 26th of February 2023. Seemingly a very normal video. In this video, the family celebrates Christmas in their own way, and we're going to talk about that. And there's a few things I would like to point out. Again, things that have to do with patterns of behavior. And I just want to add here, for the sake of everyone, I have no ill will towards anyone. All I am looking for is to better the situation of those children. Soon, it will become too late. Soon, they will be so afraid of the outside, of other people, of being with other children. They will be so awkward when they communicate with other children that it will be, in my opinion, maybe too late for them to integrate normally into society. So this needs to happen soon. The first clip seems really nice and relaxing. I mean, it's morning time, you'll see, and the kids are outside and they're playing. We need to also remember that this is one day from many. We need to remember that this is morning, and the late morning is going to come around, and then noon will come around, and then late noon and afternoon, and then the evening will come around, and then night will come around, and they will still only have one another. Again, Abigail is 6, Raphael is 10. A boy and a girl to play with the same games and the same whatever. And this will repeat itself every single day we're going on 3 years now, right? So we're February 23, so this started around exactly 3 years ago. So for 3 years, this is their routine. Day in, day out. In a quite chaotic environment. I perceive it as chaotic, and I will explain. And also, except for going to rather empty parks where they can be without people around them, especially kids, because obviously they're afraid of what they call the virus, right? Just think about that.
No, yeah.
I'd rather be cold than this hot.
Well, take the jacket off.
Hot. I thought I took my jacket off yesterday, but I must have forgotten before I went to bed.
So this is, to me, a very disturbing sentence and a very disturbing situation for a few reasons. Raphael says that he prefers to be cold than this hot. And then his father says, why don't you take your jacket off? And he says, I thought I did before I went to bed. This brings to light something that I have been thinking of for quite a while, and that is the sleeping arrangements of these kids. So let's start with the fact that basically just a few videos ago, Andrea had mentioned that she has been working on their bedroom, turning that bedroom into 2 little cells, separated cells, for 5 or 6 months now. Now, where have these kids been sleeping? This is a question that has to do with their well-being. And this is a serious issue. because I think they have been sleeping on the couch, both of them, for months and months now. And not only that, it has been made pretty clear recently, at least to my perception, that Hadar also sleeps there because Andrea keeps saying that she's working on her bedroom and her area for filming and her everything, and it seems to me like this is a very strange arrangement for such a long time. Now, the next thing is this. I have always been convinced, based on what I've heard and seen, that the kids do not have a routine, which is so, so important for children in these ages. So the sleeping routine is very strange, it's irregular, and it's erratic. And this is what again, my conclusion, my personal conclusion. And the fact that Raphael does not remember if he even took off his jacket before he went to bed. Does no one notice what they wear to bed? Now, it's been seen in previous videos that the children get out of bed or wake up with the same clothes they were wearing the day before. Are they having showers? Are they changing into pajamas? Are they sleeping with their daily clothes? It's a jacket, guys. It's a jacket. It's not a tank top. It's not shorts. So no one is making sure that these kids have proper sleeping arrangements, as far as I can tell here. And that is bothersome to me. And Hadar's reaction is not even surprise or questioning. He just, as usual, changes the subject, tries to avoid, redirects the conversation. So it's not a surprise to him. So the way I see it, it just seems like, again, this chaotic situation where the kids just fall asleep with whatever they're wearing during the day. And the parents do not seem surprised to find them that way in the morning. That's disturbing. Say what you will. It is. So the next thing that happens is that Hadar walks to the garage where the cars are or something like that. And on the way, you can see that he actually calls his outing an adventure. He's going on an adventure. And the adventure is actually going into town. He's going to shop for Christmas. And he's going to the garage. So, I'm not judging anyone. My life is not much more interesting, as you can imagine. And, but I can't say that if a grown man comes to a point where doing completely regular, everyday chores is an adventure to him, then that also gives us a little bit of insight into what kind of life he is living. And by that, we can also imagine what kind of life the children are living. So, yeah, words are everything, aren't they? So you better watch out, Hadar, because it's very clear in your glasses that you are driving while filming and talking and vlogging. And that is a very dangerous combination.
It's just on Christmas.
About done, yeah.
So our entire family is here. Rudy's gonna come in as soon as the guests come in.
It's 35 to 40 degrees right
Okay, so this is a repetitive behavior by Hadar towards Raphael. Now, I'm not even going to mention the fact that the child has to raise his hand to get permission to speak in his own house. But Hadar looks at him. He sees that the boy wants to say something. He ignores, turns back, says something completely irrelevant about Rudy. Andrea asks the boy a question. He answers. And look at Hadar's face when that happens. So on top of the ignoring, which he does do frequently, there is also this constant dissatisfaction or anger, or I don't know what it is. I'm not even going to try to assume what it is. But when I look at those eyes and the way they shift when Raphael says something, to me, that means something.
Guess what today is? It's not Christmas, and you're probably not seeing this at Christmas time. It's probably going to be months later.
So Andrea tells us that it's not Christmas at all. Yet, of course, the tree is up, and they have guests. And then it turns out also that on this day, the kids just stand around opening their gifts from the stocking. And again, I have to ask, why confuse them? Why the confusion? If it's not Christmas, why are they opening their gifts and their stockings just standing around with no, gathering around the tree, no opening presents as a family, no getting together on Christmas to actually celebrate? So, look, I mean, you can celebrate whenever you want, it's your choice. However, if those kids were exposed to the world and were living in reality, they would probably know that it's not really Christmas. And I wonder if they even know how to celebrate Christmas at all, because in the former video, Andrea told us that last year they didn't celebrate at all. They didn't have a tree or anything because, and I'm quoting, Mommy was very sick. So now, heaven forbid she does not have any terminal illness. She wasn't feeling well, so Christmas was canceled. Now, this is probably the most important holiday in the year for children. It was just canceled because she wasn't feeling well. So their father couldn't bring them a tree. He couldn't prepare anything. I just, again, just as someone watching from the outside, it looks like there is no structure, no connection to reality, no trying to make them part of, well, of anything really. And it seems that there is one person in this house, and everything seems to be revolving constantly around this person. So the other people, aka children's needs or wants or dreams or satisfaction or, just normative requirements are just not as important. So if one person, that specific person, just doesn't feel good, then a whole holiday, the most important holiday, where they are the center, they are their feeling of homeliness and family oriented, feelings, it's just canceled. It's non existent. And before we finish this video, there is one more thing I want to talk about. And that is in my former video, the last one that I uploaded, I said that Abigail has these sentences that they're not coherent. They don't make any sense. Yeah, there's a few examples here in this specific video. Like right here, when she, and I'm quoting word by word, when she says, "Hey daddy, can I make a rumor that our family is best?" And then further on in the video, there's also a part where she says that her father is not a Jew, he is English. Yeah, but that was just to sort of prove a point.